Hello everyone, it's that movie guy Zach. Today I'm here to review a little indie movie called Avengers Endgame. Oh, sorry, it's not an indie movie, and it may be the biggest movie of all time, actually. The plot of Avengers Endgame. Actually, I won't say the plot of this film since I feel like I'd be spoiling it, and I want to keep this review as spoiler-free as possible. As someone who really enjoyed the previous installment, Avengers Infinity War, and most of the MCU films, I was very excited to see how this movie would resolve Infinity War's cliffhanger ending and conclude 11 years worth of films. After seeing it, I can officially say that Avengers Endgame did not disappoint at all. The acting in Endgame is great across the board. Robert Downey Jr. as usual is phenomenal as Tony Stark / Iron Man. Chris Evans is the best he's ever been as Steve Rogers / Captain America. Chris Hemsworth does a great job as Thor. Mark Ruffalo does a good job as Bruce Banner / the Hulk. And Jeremy Renner is the best he's ever been as Hawkeye. I'm glad this film finally gave him something to do, and he's just not that guy from the previous films that was just kind of there. One of the best things about this film are the characters and how they're written. The Avengers who survived the events of Infinity War are the focus of this film, and the first act shows them being the most human they've been in these films, and it really works. Some may call the first act slow, but I think it was purposely made to be that way, and it's incredibly refreshing to see. I also have to give major props to the character arcs of Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor in this film, and the MCU in general. Their arcs are not only the best in comic book film history, but some of the best in film. I wish I could say more about them, but you know. Another positive thing I can say about this film is its pacing. This film is 3 hours long, but never once does it feel bloated, and always feels fresh and creative with its storytelling. The humor in this film is also surprisingly great. This is a funnier film than you think it would be, but it's never overbearing, it's always used at the right times. The visuals in this film are also fantastic, and there's a lot of effort put into them, especially during the action scenes. Without getting into spoilers, the action in this film is incredible, and the third act is nothing short of film magic. The only thing I'll say about it is no comic book film in the future will ever be able to top it. Of all the praise been given this film, I do have one major problem with it, and it's also the same problem I had with Infinity War, and that's that there are some major plot holes and inconsistencies with this film and also the rest of the MCU. Now, obviously, I won't get into them but this film doesn't really explain things well sometimes, and also kind of forgets some things that happen in the rest of the MCU. Then again, I kind of expected it to happen considering it's a movie of such massive scale and size. Overall, Avengers Endgame is a phenomenal movie from start to finish. For being the culmination of 22 films, Endgame is an incredibly satisfying conclusion to the Infinity Saga, and is one of the best films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I know this phrase has been tossed around a lot since this film has come out, but the MCU is basically the Star Wars of this generation, and I feel a little honored that we have it. Honestly, the MCU could end with this film, but since it makes so much money, Kevin Feige and Disney won't stop. I would say see this movie, but I feel like I don't have to, considering people are going to see it no matter what anyone says, including me. Avengers Endgame gets an A.